our option. Let's do it. Is that the name of the stage, or is that how long it's going to be loading? 37 seconds. Dear Proton, why does your GameCube make weird noises on the logo screen? Oh, because I held the Z button.
All right, people, we've got a red ball situation here. Victim's name.
Random YouTuber. Do I know the frequency to open the cell in the torture room in Metal Gear Solid 3? I believe that is 144.75 because it's on the back of Johnny's
Let's go save this guy's future.
picture. Also, I think the sorrow shows it to you.
How majestic is your hair? Not very. Canadians are the best minority. John and Juker, what are your favorite arcade games?
Oh, that's a good one. Depends.
Guilty Gear, Double X, and then any version of it, because I played a shit ton of that in university.
I'm gonna have to go with light gun games. So stuff like House of the Dead or Time Crisis.
Yes,
those are good games.
Yes, that was Clancy Brown, aka Lex Luthor, aka Mr. Krabs. Alright, so now anytime I press the left trigger, I ragdoll.
Hey, if you had to work on a shitty licensed game, I would just add stupid cheat codes in.
Also, I believe if I pick someone up, go by a window, and what is the throw button? There we go! Much better. Oh, the other guy left.
How many seagulls? It's like 5 or 6. In fact, you can just call them after killing like 3, and that pretty much does the same thing.
Alright. Buddy, oh my god. Right, everyone bounces around like crazy because of the clumsy cheat. I forgot about that. Excuse me, sir, I have very important business to attend to. Excuse me, stop following me, sir. Sir, stay away. John, what is your time zone? Mountain time. Sir, stay away. Very important police business. Much better.
You don't really look like a lizard, man. I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I kind of am too. You can go hang out with your friend.
Well, lizard sounds kind of neat.
Remember when I said I'd kill you last? I lied. Any suggestions for new video game collectors? Collect what you like, not what's rare. Because what's rare is usually not good. There are some exceptions to that. There are some exceptions to that rule, but 9 times out of 10, not a good game. I found $50.
You don't own Snatcher.
It's a couple $100, man. The only game I ever paid that much for, or sorry, there's 2 games I paid that much for. One being Steel Battalion, the other being Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Snatcher is a good game, though.
I know. But I can also, like, rip a CD copy of it for, like, free.
I guess. Like I said, most of the reason I have all the games I do, or at least the rare ones and such. Old game store closing, everything must go sales.
Oh, wait. Come on, pick him up. There you go. For the future! It's gonna hurt every time he does that, isn't it? All right. You, get over. Oh, he's already gone. So this game is like movie and vice versa? Oh yeah, it's based on a movie, which was based on a book, but I believe this follows the book more, or this is just its own thing that matches up for only a little bit. I forget what the deal is overall.
It's probably its own thing if I had to guess. I mean, just look at it.
I'm talking about this is a high quality game.
Define quality.
Good question.
High shit quality?
Aw, man. I just want to throw the guy off the railing. Is that too much to ask for? Apparently it is.
Do the stylish thing, whatever that is.
That just means slow-mo whenever you kill someone. You push the finishing blow on someone. Nope, can't break that. Can't break this. There we go. Just light him on fire. Much better. What game is this? Minority Report. Everybody runs.
Based on the movie. Based on the book.
What happens if you hit the ragdoll button while holding someone? That's a good question. Let's find out.
Oh, that can only go good?
You both fall. Nothing big. What's your favorite Game Boy, Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance game? Original Game Boy, Donkey Kong 94, or Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3.
Question for me, let's see. Yes, I'm gonna play the Payday DLC. I'll play pretty much any game as long as it's not like a sports game or horror games.
What am I forgetting right now? Oh, besides all this fabulous money.
Because fuck sports games.
I don't know, man. There's some good sports games out there like Death Row.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like a rare one or two exception.
What have we here?
Yeah, that's where all the health was hiding, in the freezer. And all the money. Who are you going to play as when Smash comes out? Who will you main? Well, first off, the very first thing I'm probably going to do is see how Ike is different from Brawl and now. And then see if the changes are enough to make me want to switch it up or keep with him. Second will be try out Little Mac.
Yeah, I was probably gonna say Little Mac.
Because I'm actually the most curious about Little Mac.
He seems like the best.
Do I have to go back to the main room? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing right now? I feel like... Oh, no, never mind. We go up here. Okay, I'm probably going to screw this up. Because you're supposed to, like, actually crawl along the railing. But if you move fast enough, you die.
Did you release Ragdoll?
That's what I was trying to do. Because when we did it for Mission Illogical, the competition we had was to see if you could ragdoll over the edge and make it to the other side just fine. The ragdoll didn't even kick in time. So unfortunately, I gotta go through this again. Will we ever do another ROM hack? Doesn't have to be Mario ever again. Probably not. Too much, too much drama associated with last time.
Would you do anything that's not a Mario ROM hack?
That's what I'm doing
no,
right
just
now.
Regular ROM hacks.
Oh, probably not.
Like, have you seen Mega Man 4 minus Infinity?
Oh, those. Yeah, actually, one of my friend Dave's, he plays through them, like some of them at least.
I feel like that's something you might enjoy, not to do like an LP or a stream of, just play on your own time, because holy shit is that game hard, but damn, they've really pushed the NES to its limits.
Oh, so it will actually run on an NES proper?
Well, NES emulator, but yeah. Like all the limitations the guy worked with to make that ROM hack, holy shit, am I impressed.
Okay, I definitely just stuck a guy in a wall.
Anyone who's played Minus Infinity will tell you that. It's a really impressive ROM hack.
Hey dude, how's it going? Look what I can do.
Show him your ragdolls.
Like, he's actually stuck in that wall right now. He's clipping in and out of existence. Oh wait, he got out. All I had to do was walk away. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad did you feel for the little girl that's throwing controllers in Nerd HQ? Pretty bad. I don't know if I put it on a number. When the Brill came up, I'd probably give that an 8.
What have we here?
The what came up?
The brutal question. Remember, like the 6-year-old girl who played throwing controllers?
Oh, she got the brutal question immediately?
Yeah. And I'm
What
glad.
was even the question?
Name the 3 CDI Zelda games.
See, that's something that a kid... I don't even think they know what a Zelda is.
No, well, I'm sure she knew what Zelda was. I don't think she knew what a CDI was. Which of the Smash 4 trailers did you like the best? Ooh, good. I don't know.
Probably the Little Mac one because of the art style in it.
No, I'm trying to think of what the hell. Which one was really good? There was one that I remember just super liking. Part of me wants to try to ragdoll across that ledge again, but part of me knows if I do that again, I have to play through this same damn section again. The checkpoint's on the other side.
Was one of the trailers that you like, what was it, the Mii one where Reggie and Sakurai, or not Sakurai, what was that?
The Fire Emblem one was really good.
Oh, with Captain Falcon, where he looks like an anime villain?
Yep.
I just picture him in that going, you better show me your moves. It's stereotypical anime villain voice.
I guess I can't grab him. Oh, there we go. Let's throw him in some ice sculptures. Can we throw ice sculptures at him? No, we cannot.
You could probably throw ice sculptures. Iwata, that's who it was. Iwata versus Reggie for the Mii's. Remember that?
Yep. That was the E3.
Where they were doing those rapid fire 100 crack fists.
Yep. You're under arrest.
Andre Serena, you are under arrest for the future murder of Joe Gustafsson.
You want in order to play the Metal Gear Solid games? It's probably best to ask me, not John.
No!
Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. We saw you play.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say start with 3.
I'd say start in order, actually.
Some people say start in order. Honestly, 3 is good to start with because, like, timeline-wise, it's at the very beginning. And it also is a really enjoyable game.
3, in my opinion, is the best one, though, so really you might be spoiling yourself if you went straight to 3.
A little bit, but not... Like, you're not missing out on story, though, so that's the important thing here. If you care about the story, which has a pretty good story, then you're fine to start with 3. 1, preferably start with Twin Snakes, not 1 like the regular one, because controls are outdated and there's a lot of stupid things.
That's right. What can I help you
Then
with, Agent Whip?
play 2,
Okay.
then 4.
These are my men, Ben Mosley and Ken Nara. We're here to take
Throw in Peace Walker in there at some point if you can get the HD collection.
In fact, there's some kids upstairs right now who are about to start.
You misunderstand.
Probably around
Attorney General, granting me full
Metal Gear Solid,
He's concerned about
like right before you do Metal Gear Solid 4 would be a good idea.
without checking for possible flaws.
There are no flaws.
What do you think of the latest RX Bandits album? I'll be honest, I hated it at first. I wasn't a fan. I'm like, because I always love the one specific hard driving song they have on their album, but there wasn't really one except for G to G. That was the closest one they had. But after a couple listens, I really started to enjoy the album, and I listen to it a fair amount when I go driving. Other than Guilty Gear, what is your favorite fighting game? I'm a big fan of the Alpha series.
Sit this one out, Chief.
They're looking for flaws.
The HD collection does not come with Metal Gear Solid 1.
Plan now.
No,
Okay,
I
break it
guess
down.
2, 3, and Peace Walker.
Nikki Jameson, last ID'd at Soul Enterprises, where she works as
John, are you going to play the second Danganronpa game as well as Danganronpa and other episodes when it comes statewide? I have the second game already. It's been out for a month-ish.
Clear?
But I still have to play
Probably.
through. I have to play through them both.
I was reading Ronan's LP of that game before he quit.
What game defined your childhood?
I want everyone to secure the building. Barry, you're with me. Ben, you've got the front door.
Can't do that.
I'd probably say Ninja Turtles actually, because I played that a ton. Like just any Ninja Turtle games, really.
You will follow my damn orders and guard that damn door like a bear guarding its cave. Understood?
Have you played PT? Yes, it was actually fun. It was good, scary, and then it was frustrating at the end trying to figure out how the hell to beat it when people hadn't figured it out yet.
That was kind of dumb.
I would never have thought to plug in my microphone to my controller.
Greetings, Nikki Jameson. Welcome
There she
to
is.
another wonderful day on the job.
behind you,
at Soul
Chief.
Enterprises.
Favorite game in the Half-Life saga? 2.
Yeah, 2.
Actually, you know what? No. This technically counts. Team Fortress 2 or Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, if we're gonna count Left 4 Dead, then
Well, then we
I'm gonna
can
say
count
Left 4
Portal.
Dead 2 easily, or
We could
Portal.
also count Portal.
That doesn't sound good.
I guess if you're
That's a robot!
specific, only Half-Life 2.
I have a gun. When did I get that?
I think you probably always had it and you just didn't notice.
Yeah, that might also be the case. There's also a black market.
I'm trying to remember who was in the movie. Was that Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
That sounds right. Let it be known your character looks nothing like Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, even like proper, like he's blonde, and like voiced by Clancy Brown.
Just like Tom Cruise.
Yep, I remember when Tom Cruise was voiced by Clancy Brown. Is it a good idea to pre-order stuff after midnight? Not sure what that means. You mean like the night before it comes out? That might be a little weird. But I mean,
That's what they mean. Then yeah.
but I mean, if it gets you DLC and stuff like that, then sure. But I mean, pre-ordering that earlier might be a better idea.
That's still technically a pre-order.
Those are a lot of robots. Wow. I also noticed there's like next to no music in this game. It's like super quiet. You can hear those punches more impactfully.
Well, I can't hear anything, so
You're probably okay for that right now, to be honest. What's your opinion on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Have not actually sat down and watched the show, but what I do know of it has been pretty cool.
if you like Fist and North Star, John, you'll love it.
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me.
Part 1 is pretty much just set up. Part 2 is what Part 1 basically, like, the guy who made the series was like, alright, I fucked up, so let me fix everything by making it the exact opposite of the character in the first one where he was too much of a good guy. Now we have someone who's probably one of the best characters in the series, be the main character. And then Part 3 is everyone's favorite, so, yep.
That's where all the stands and everything come in?
Yep, that's where that comes in, and the powers just get stupider and stupider in the best ways possible as it comes on, like the power of zippers, which is actually pretty amazing, or like, one of my favorites recently is Soft and Wet from Part 8, which has Plunder, the ability to steal anything from anything. You could steal the sound from a wall, break the wall, so that way it's entirely silent. Let's see, what are some other stuff that you can do with that? Steal the moisture from someone's body to make them really thirsty, so that way they go grab water. Steal someone's eyesight. Even steal the fur from a cat to cover up a camera so it doesn't see you.
What?
Yep. Don't question anything in JoJo.
All right.
Just assume that it's normal.
Security systems
But that's one of those really cool powers where it's like, this power is only as good as your imagination. So it's like, yeah, I kind of like that. John, change up the fortune cookie formula? Question mark.
How so? What should change in it, really?
I don't know.
Because it seems like most people really like the way it works.
Goldmember, you'd be surprised that when you say that's OP, there's no such thing as an OP stand. The only OP stand the guy realized was too OP and said, man, I fucked up. Let me write this guy out. New Gauntlet, we were playing it a while ago.
New
It's
Gauntlet,
amazing.
I really like New Gauntlet. I need to spend more time with that.
Yeah, we gotta play more of that.
Thoughts on Sailor Moon? Have not watched the new series. Like the old series as a kid.
She looks scary in the new one.
contamination lockdown.
We need to stop this gas leak. Looks like there's an
Thoughts on
override
Cowboy
on the
Bebop?
far side of the room.
I really enjoyed that show. It was great. I watched
Fantastic.
watched it through university.
It's one of the few English dubs that's actually good.
I never actually watched the dub. I watched the subtitled ones.
Really.
Yeah.
It's one of the few things I haven't seen in sub.
Well, because it wasn't on any TV channels we had access to at the time.
I see, because it was all over Adult Swim.
Yeah, and we haven't got Cartoon Networks until like the past couple years, so.
Contamination lockdown terminated.
John, thoughts on Lucagen's extra chromosome? Sure. I don't know how to respond to that, Pat. I'm sorry. We will quiz her on that when we see her in like 2 or 3 weeks. Also, good to see you in 2 or 3 weeks. Thoughts on Diablo 3? Haven't played it. Also, I'm gonna guess, Pat, you're done playing Destiny, because I thought you were streaming playing Destiny.
Hi, Pat.
Xbone or PS4? Have not. There's not enough to make me decide one way or the other. But if you're gonna ask me which one I'm spending more time playing, I've broken about even on both now that I think about it. I was gonna say PS4, but then I realized no, I've actually been playing a bunch of Xbox One stuff lately, Killer
Well, I
Instinct
would say
and the
most
Dead
Xbox
Rising
One
3
you've gotten
DLC.
recently was probably from Iron Man of Gaming.
Yeah, Well, I played the Street Fighter DLC or Street Fighter, the Dead Rising 3 DLC.
Oh, that's right, that came out. I forgot about that.
That was really fun. Probably the best thing on there right now, next to like Super Time Force.
But Super Time Force, isn't that also on Steam?
Now it is. It was exclusive to Xbox for like a month or two. Or I think more than that, but then it became like Super Time Force Ultra. No, whatever it is, it starts with an F because the initials for the game are now STFU.
So, Super Time Force Ultra.
Oh, no, that did get it right then, you're right.
That's just a sign that it's late.
Yeah. Thoughts on Steven Universe? I figured Chugga might like it. I've seen an episode of it. It was alright.
Well, Chugga will like it if it has horses.
Was it also it repeats menu options repeatedly? Okay, what is that referring to now, Walk? Is that referring to Fortune Cookie? Oh, Steam. Never mind. When will you be tackling Dead Space 2? In October. I just don't know when it'll start. But since October starts in like a day, probably soon.
Hey, you could do the next stream as that.
Thinking about it.
And then door gods will actually get proper usage, maybe.
Terminated.
The intended purpose of Door Gods. Have you watched Gravity Falls? Nope. Who's your favorite
Gravity
Game
Falls,
Grump?
good show.
Barry or Barry? Probably Barry. See, it's weird because I've met all those guys, so it's like, who's your favorite person out of these people you've met? but only interact with like once in a blue moon.
Well, you got to interact with Barry for the whole hardcore you were on.
Ish.
Spoilers, I guess.
No, it more like, oops, we were more focused on the game than actually. Wow, that fall actually did kill me. Shit. Than anything else.
Yeah, fair enough though.
Anything you're excited about recently? Anything at all?
There she is.
Portland Retro Gaming Expo. That's about it. You should give Chug a leather and glue for his birthday and tell him to put them back together. Wow. Wow. Have you ever considered toning down how much you use the word literally? No, I've literally never thought about that. Really though, I'm either using it for its actual use or a like completely sarcastic version of it. If anything, I need to tone down the way as much I say actually, or fair enough, stuff like that. I think literally is the thing I need to tone down the least. What games are you excited for this year on any consoles? Bayonetta 2, Smash on both systems.
Bayonetta 2 looks really good. I talked about that one Easter egg earlier, which I don't want to say what it is, but really cool.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else right now that I'm really like super hyped for that isn't already out. Because I'm not following too much development right now more than anything, so. I think that's about it, really. Should we do 5-question rundown and then call it?
Yeah, sure.
There's really nothing else going on in this game. We're in a loop, basically.
I've noticed.
Just like that
Not
actual movie
interesting
kind of does. Well, you know what would be more interesting?
Who's doing the new emotes that's going to replace door gods? Brad is sort of back now. He could probably do them, right?
Maybe. We'll see what Brad's up to. Villain was working on a version, but she hasn't gotten back to me with a new version lately, so I don't know if she's just been busy or what. I think it was in jetpack training. Oh, don't be like that. Ugh.
Here's an interesting one. What's the console you've most proud to have set up?
Welcome to the training grounds.
I don't know.
This is where
SNES, I guess, is the one I seem to use a surprisingly large amount of time.
Let's learn to look around.
Huh.
Always have to be aware of your surroundings, or you can easily be attacked from behind.
How to keep your passion for gaming alive? Play different things. If you keep playing the same thing, you're gonna eventually just get fatigued.
Congratulations.
That's not happened with me yet, and probably won't happen in Payday 2 though.
Has Fortune Street ended? No, we recorded a new board. It won't be going up for a while, though.
Push a little to walk, push a lot
If you
to
can
run.
apply the butt code to any Let's Player's commentary, who would it be? Probably my own, just to see what an episode of just butt would be.
Maybe you should edit the first episode of Yoshi's Island and just replace butt for every noun
No.
as a joke. Upload it on April
Very
Fools
good.
or something.
By default, you can jump with the Y button. The default button for crouching is the L button. Try doing both.